Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today, I wanted to take a little time and give my long-term review slash overview of this Rough Ryder Reserve um, uh, Panthera, I think is how it's pronounced. But if you guys would, before we get started, you know the drill. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell notification icon to let YouTube know you're a human and to help my videos get seen by more people and to support the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when I release new content, but I'm sorry to always ask that. Guys, this knife had been looked over by me several times. As you guys know, if you follow the channel, as I've recently gotten into slip joints, Rough Ryder Reserves have kind of been a brand that I've found for what I consider to be a really good value for quality knives. Yes, they're D2, but for example, this knife is in Micarta. It is a very unique style, shape of knife. I love the way that the spear point blade points down. I love the way that the handle arches back because it really fits nicely in your hand, makes for a very easy cutter regardless of the grip. It's going to cut very well. It's got a very nice sharpening choil, like all the Rough Riders I've come into contact with. It's got a match pull. That's defined kind of by the little striations in there or little rough ridges in there. And then the branding on the Ricasa here is RRR, Rough Ryder Reserve, with the pattern number on the backside, RRR 020, D2 China. But again, micarta, D2 blade, not the thinnest of my slip joints. It's got a thicker blade, but it's got a nice swedge here on the blade. I think it looks really sexy. I think it's a cool knife. Let me see if I can find some paper. I don't have a whole lot of paper, but I do have a Harry's card. This is more cardstock. Cutter error. But plenty sharp. Could always be sharper, as all of our knives could. But I really like the knife. It is more on the medium to kind of larger size knife, I would say, in terms of slip joints. We'll compare it to some modern folders, and then we'll compare it to some slip joints, and then we'll do some measurements of it. So first off, let's look at it next to a Benchmade bug out. A little bit shorter than the Benchmade bug out. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade mini bug out. And it's a tiny bit bigger than the mini bug out. And guys, I can't stress how well it fits my hand and how much extra room I would have if I had a larger hand. Because I like to get up there close to that Ricasa, hold the knife like that, and I think it would fit, you know, a much larger hand. But let me get my Javon promotional tape measure that I put a sticker on to make it look branded. And this knife is going to come in at 6 3/4 inches with a 3-inch blade and a 4-inch handle. It is going to close to the handle here. It is going to be 0.1085, 0.1080, and then behind the swedge towards the point, 0.039, and then behind the edge, right above the grind, or the 0.32. So not the thinnest of my slip or switch, not the thinnest of my slip joints, but more of a harder use kind of heavier slip joint. I carry it in one of these Owl Creek from Russia slips. I drop it in there just like that and carry it in my pocket. But let's see how much this package weighs. I got to get some batteries. So 3.45 ounces in my pocket, right under 4 at 3.95 ounces. So yeah, guys, this is, let's do a couple of size comparisons against some other slip joints that you guys are probably familiar with, like the traditional pocket knives, Ohio Riverjack, the first slip joint that I brought into my collection. And it's a little bit bigger than that. Let's look at it next to my Max Ace Beetle S, which is a larger slip joint. It's going to be much smaller than the Max Ace. And we will look at it next to the Rough Ryder Easy Pull Warncliffe. Look at me, I don't even have that on the screen. Duh. Sorry, guys. Be easier if you could see that, right? So it's just about the size of the Easy Pull Sway. Not that you guys have necessarily held one of those, but that gives you a good idea of how it compares to some other slip joints in my collection. But again, it's just got a really aggressive looking stance. I love the way that the blade angles down. It makes utility cuts really easy because it puts the blade right on that material. It seems to, again, pull the material that you're cutting into that blade path. And again, it's just very comfortable in the hand. Just because of the way that handle and that blade are all very, very angular. Again, no displacement between the spring, the liners, the micarta, the bolsters. It's all done very well. The blade is super strong, locked up. It's got a nice walk and talk. I'd give it a 5, a 5.6, 5.6, and a 5. Feels really stable, feels very solid. I'm a big fan. If you guys are getting into slip joints and you like slip joints, this guy is at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I found it. It's right around, I want to say, $56. And I feel like if you're looking for a mid-size slip joint and you like the way this one looks and you like what I've shared about it, I could definitely recommend it because I do like it and I carry it quite a bit. I've been carrying it for the last over a week and plan to continue to carry it. It'll probably be one of the knives that accompanies me to Blade Show. But guys, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button and that bell notification icon. And please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.